Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video on my channel, Megz Moviez. If you are new to this channel, this is basically where I talk to you guys about my passion for movies. This goes from collections, hauls, reviews, and today's video, so let's get into it. Okay, apologies, I have a little poochie with me. She was cuddling with me, so I ain't gonna turf her off. So yes, here we go. She's on the move. So we are back with a Megz Moviez weekly roundup, and yes, I am titling this episode 1 once again because I want to do it so that it is a continuous loop. So obviously this is a fresh start, the final fresh start. I ain't doing it again. So yes, so if you are new to this channel and this series, basically, well, to be honest, this series has been a start and touch and go kind of thing. Basically, I tell you if I've picked up any movies this week and what movies I have watched this week, and also any TV shows that I might have been putting on and stuff like that. So unfortunately, to start off with, there are no pickups. Unfortunately, the one thing I did order this week has still not turned up, so fingers crossed that'll be here next week, and that'll be in next week's video. So also TV show wise, the only thing I've been watching is Stranger Things. I'm watching it from the very beginning. I have seen all 3 seasons. I was planning to watch all 3 again before season 4 started, but unfortunately that didn't happen. So I've got 2 episodes left of season 1, and then I'll be on to season 2 and hopefully get up to season 4 very quickly. So don't spoil it for me, please, no spoilers. Hey guys, this is future me, is in like a couple of minutes future me. I'm currently editing my video, and I realised there was one film I didn't talk about, and that's because I don't actually own it physically. I had to watch it on streaming, and that is The Mummy, the Tom Cruise version, I can't say it, the Tom Cruise one, there we go. I also watched the Tom Cruise one because I'm working on my Mummy ranking, as in like the modern films for the Mummy ranking, so it's the trilogy plus this one, and also I did an original versus remake on this series, so please go check that out if you haven't. But yeah, what can I say about this film? It was meh. Characters, meh. The plot would have been better if it had been dealt with better. Like, I think they had a good idea, but it kind of just went down. Dog snoring on me. Yeah, the Tom Cruise film was not the best. I mean, I would probably watch it again just because I did like the plot, but it would only be if someone else wanted to watch it. It wouldn't be my go-to film. It wouldn't be like, oh, I feel like watching Tom Cruise The Mummy. No, it'd be a case of if someone wanted to watch it, I'd probably watch it with them. But aside from that, it would not be my go-to film at all. Tom Cruise, you've done so much better. What happened with this film? And the love interest, oh my god, I did not like the love interest at all. The only aspect of the film I enjoyed was not only the plot, but also I liked the addition of Dr. Jekyll. Like I said in my original versus remake video, they were trying to start a universe off, but it didn't go so well. I think the concept was great. I would have loved to have seen that because I love my supernatural creatures. So seeing like the Mummy, the Frankenstein and all that come together, would have loved that. But because this was poorly executed, we're probably not going to get that, and it kind of sucks. But at least they tried to do something. Because also we're now in a day and age where it's like there's a Marvel universe, a DC universe, and stuff like that. So yeah, a little bit gutted with this film, and yeah, not what else I can say about this film. But yeah, so we're going to cut back to Megan, past Megan, who literally just filmed this video about a couple of minutes ago. See you there. So getting into the films that I watched this week. So it's going to be in no particular order. If you do want to see what order I watched these films in, then head over to my Letterboxd account. The username will be in the description down below. So if you want to see what kind of order I watched them in, if you want to read my full reviews on them, then please go and check out my account, because that is where I post my movie reviews and what I've watched that week. This video is not sponsored by Letterboxd, but it is a really good app for movie lovers that want to keep track of the films they've watched and review them, stuff like that. So go check that out. So I don't know where to start really. Should I just start randomly? Yeah, we'll start randomly. So I've watched the Mummy trilogy. So I have watched all 3 of these films, and I've watched them in 4K. So expect a trilogy 4K review coming up some point this week. It'll either be Monday or Wednesday, I'm not sure. It'll be one of those days. But yes, so I have watched The Mummy in 4K, an absolute classic and a favourite of mine. Definitely in my top 100 movies of all time. I love this film so much. And then I watched The Mummy Returns. This is the one with the Scorpion King, with the really weird bad effects. Just saying. But I still actually enjoy The Mummy Returns. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, yes, of course the CGI is a little bit off, but I still enjoy it. It's close to being as good as the first one in my eyes. But then you get to Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. Yeah, this one was decent. It was okay. But for me, I just felt like the characters had kind of gone back to who they were in the first film, and I just don't like that. Plus also they replaced Evie with someone else, which I did not like. I don't understand why the original actress for Evie didn't come back, but there we go. But it was nice to see Brendan Fraser back as Rick, and then to see the same actor for Jonathan as well. But yes, I have watched all of these in 4K. So like I said, expect a 4K trilogy review to come up this week. And this is actually the first box set I have watched in 4K. Because every time I put a 4K film on, I fall asleep because I watch it in my bed, which is really stupid. But I managed to watch all these in full. So you'll get my full thoughts on the 4K images and stuff in that review. Okay, and then I also watched, I'm starting to get into my Pixar films again, because I want to do a ranking for when Lightyear comes out. So of course I am rewatching the Pixar films, and the first 2 was The Incredibles. Yes, The Incredibles is one of my absolute favourite films of all time. Yet again, another one that's in my top 100 movies of all time. Hint hint, basically I'm doing a video at some point when I've watched all my favourite movies. So hopefully I'll get my top 100 done this year, I hope. But this would be in it. Really amazing film. Pixar honestly cannot do any wrong. Well, they can with 2 of I've seen. But usually they're usually big hits, and this is one of the biggest ones for me. I love superheroes, I like animation, and I love this film. And then you get The Incredibles 2. Love it. I really enjoyed this film. There's a couple of little things that could have done with tweaking, like the villain. It felt like kind of like Syndrome but female. So there's other little things in there, but to be honest, it's pretty close to being good as the first one. I mean, maybe sort of like every time I watch them it seems to switch, so like sometimes I enjoy that one a bit more than that one, and yeah, it's sort of like a switcheroo. But yes, so I watched the 2 Incredible films this week, and then continuing on with the Pixar theme, I then watched Finding Nemo, Finding Dory. Really, really enjoy Finding Nemo, an absolute classic. Some funny people, some funny characters in this film. The only downfall for me, and I know it sounds like a really picky thing, but it has a dentist scene in it. It has so many dentist scenes, and I hate the dentist. The dentist terrifies me. I don't like it. So when it comes to those scenes, I'm not a massive fan. So yeah, but aside from that, I really enjoy it, and this animation is beautiful in this film. So please, I recommend that you watch Finding Nemo. Such a good film, such a classic, one I recommend. And then you get Finding Dory, which was a sequel that came out a few years later. I actually enjoy it. I don't see any issues with it. I like the characters. I especially like, and it sounds really weird, they're only in it for like a couple of scenes, but the seals, yeah, one's voiced by Idris Elba, which I absolutely love. But there's this one called Gerald, and he keeps trying to get on this rock with them. And they're just like, off, 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 Gerald, off, off, off. It's so funny. I don't know why that makes me laugh, but it does. And I also like the character of Hank. And I like the fact this is more of a backstory to Dory. So we learn about her past and sort of like how she met Marlon and stuff like that, and I think this is actually a pretty decent sequel. I've seen a lot worse. I mean, yes, there's something missing in this film. I'm not sure what, but I really enjoyed this film. I don't think many people enjoyed this one, I'm not sure. But for me, I'd definitely watch this again just for Dory herself, because I love Dory as a character. I kind of feel like I relate to Dory a little bit because I can be quite forgetful, not gonna lie. I mean, not as bad as her, but I can be. But yeah, I really enjoyed this film. Definitely would watch this again. In fact, I don't think there's many Pixar films that I wouldn't watch again, but we'll soon find out. And then for the first time ever, I watched Top Gun. Now, I'm not going to give you my thoughts on this one because I'm going to do a first time review for this, and you know what, this will actually go up on Monday, so you will see my full thoughts on Top Gun on Monday. Well, fingers crossed Monday. My YouTube, my Wi-Fi, YouTube and Wi-Fi have been playing up on me this past couple of days, so fingers crossed it will go up on Monday. But all I can say is I'm actually dead excited for Top Gun Maverick now. I still haven't seen it. I'm hoping to go Thursday. I was going to go yesterday, but then I remembered it's bank holiday. I remembered it was the weekend. And then I looked at all the seating and I was like, I'm not going to sit there for 2.5 hours going like that. Yeah, that's going to hurt my neck. I was like, nah. But yes, so you'll see my full thoughts on this film on Monday, fingers crossed. And then to finish it off, I have only just started watching this because I'm getting ready for Jurassic World Domineering. And I watched the first Jurassic Park once again. I hadn't watched the first Jurassic Park in ages, and you know what? I forgot how much of a cinematic movie it is. This movie is just amazing. It's the practical effects that they used with the special effects, but then they barely used the special effects as in like the CGI. It was more practical. I loved that. I loved some of the scenes, the music, the score. There is so much to enjoy this film. The cinematography, there's one shot at the very end with this massive dinosaur doing a roar, and it's just one of those things you will never ever forget. Love the characters in this film. Jurassic Park is just an absolutely amazing film and a cinematic masterpiece. One I definitely recommend people to watch. Even if you don't watch the rest, please at least watch the first one just to see how amazing practical effects can be, how CGI and practical effects can work together and look good. Please just go check this out if you haven't, because this is an absolutely amazing film. Yes, I haven't really watched that many films, as you can see. Well, not that many. I have watched quite a few this week. I mean, this is only starting from Wednesday, so I haven't done too badly. So today I am planning to watch Jurassic Park 2. I think it's called The Lost World, isn't it? Yeah, The Lost World Jurassic Park. And also going to try and fit in WALL-E before work. Because like I said, I'm trying to watch Pixar films in ready for thingy. But yeah, so I really hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, this is a brand new start to the series. Again, I know this is like the third brand new start, but I'm really hoping this will continue because I've actually been keeping up with my videos and pre-filming them and stuff like that, and that's felt really good. I feel so much better about my channel now. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then do give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to this channel, then hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell down below. And leave me thoughts in your comments. Please leave me a comment your thoughts on these films that I've watched this week. Which ones are your favourites and stuff like that. Please let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And yeah, so I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!